Good morning. How are you all?
Morning, how are you?
Morning.
Are we waiting on anybody?
No.
Okay, what can I do to help you all today?
Yes, sir. Get us off of your docket is what you could do.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's video. Today, we're diving into a wild story featuring a Karen caught up in a divorce court case, a perfect reminder of why some situations are best avoided. I found today's clip on the channel Law Talk with Mike, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure to check him out after this video. Alright, let's jump right in.
Go ahead, Lacey. Start talking.
That's pretty specific. Miss Kimball?
Yes, sir. Specific.
Go ahead, Miss Kimball.
A custody evaluation was completed, and so we have filed a motion for drug screening and a motion for a psychological exam based upon that custody evaluation recommendations.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, you'll be coming off the docket one way or another, but I'm not sure it's going to happen the way you were hoping.
Talking. You'll be able to respond in just a second. Miss Kimball, you can go ahead and finish, and then Miss Stiles, you'll have an opportunity to respond in just a minute.
I need to pause the hearing. I don't have an attorney. Can you give me some time to get an attorney? I haven't had adequate time to obtain an attorney, and my attorney withdrawed, and I'm going to need one appointed by the state.
Yeah, okay, Karen, keep disrespecting the court like that, and what started as a civil divorce case could quickly escalate into a criminal contempt of court charge.
That's not an option. There's nothing there unless someone's asking that someone be held in contempt and jailed, which is not something that's set in front of me, or it's a action by the state to terminate a parent's rights or something like that. Those are the only times I have the ability to appoint an attorney for you.
Okay, then go ahead.
We also had sent discovery out as laid out in our motion sometime back. I had worked with Ms. Stiles' prior counsel and had agreed to 2 extensions, and then we ultimately never got a response, and she filed a motion for protection.
She got plenty of responses. Objection.
I can only imagine why your previous lawyer chose to withdraw from your case. That said, the court has no obligation and will not appoint you a lawyer for a divorce case. Point 5.
How do I submit my documents to you directly?
Hold on. So, Ms. Kimball, are you saying this was something that happened between counsel?
Yes, back in November. We are now setting this hearing is for our motion.
She also represents and also fucking sit there.
Okay. So, Ms. Stiles, I'll unmute you in just a second. You need to let Ms. Kimball finish what she's saying, and then when you're talking, she'll let you say what you're saying, unless one of you has an objection that is a legal objection. You can't just talk at the other side. So, Ms. Kimball, why don't you just go ahead and finish telling me what? So you said that you're wanting a drug screen, so drug test, and do you say psychological or psychiatric? I thought you said
a psychological exam. And then we have an order to compel Ms. Stiles to turn over the responses to our discovery request, to provide dates for a deposition and for attorney's fees for $1,500.
All right. So, Ms. Stiles, I'm sending you a prompt to unmute. If you just unmute yourself, you can respond. What is your response to those things? Let's go with the drug screening part. Do you have an objection to taking a drug test?
I'm not going to pay for it because I'll tell you up front I'll file for marijuana.
Shut it, Karen. There will be a time and a place for your objections, and I'm sure you'll manage to mess it up then too, but right now is definitely not that time.
When was the last time?
But I'm happy to take it on.
When was the last time you took marijuana?
I use marijuana daily. All day, every day. And it's legal in what states? California. So we can either get there or not get there. Your choice tonight.
Wait, did you just admit to committing a crime and do it unnecessarily right in front of a judge?
Okay.
So I will. I'm glad to take the drug test.
Stop.
Okay, go. It's going to be on his expense,
Stop.
but I'm
Stop. Stop. I'm pretty low key. We're in court.
fed up with Miss Kimball.
You need to be respectful. So
I'm fed
you can just,
Kimball.
if you're going to use my last names, that's fine. Just say Judge Tenek. Okay, it's pretty easy. So you use marijuana all day, every day.
Not really all day, every day, but I use it daily, if that helps you with your interpretations. Mr. Low-Key Honorable Judge Tenek.
I'm not interpreting. I just said what you said.
Okay.
What is your response to the request for a psychological evaluation?
Not doing it, and you cannot force me to do it. You cannot physically make me go and show up and partake in anything that I do not want to partake in. Yes or no?
Well, I hate to be the one to break it to you, Karen, but do you see that state flag behind the judge? That's the Texas state flag, so you're not in California, and no, weed is not legal here.
Do you agree or not agree?
You don't get to ask me questions right now. I'm asking your position.
That's my response to you.
Okay.
You will not get any. I'm not doing a psych eval, and you cannot make it mandatory.
Interesting. In terms of the motion to compel, where they're talking about discovery, what's your response to their motion to compel?
Have you read their discovery? When are you going to view my videos?
Ma'am, you need to answer my question.
I answered your goddamn question.
No, he can't make you participate in anything you don't want to, at least not outside the scope of your divorce case. Honestly, you're clearly unhinged, probably under the influence of something, and a bona fide crazy Karen. Who in their right mind wouldn't want a psychological evaluation after witnessing this behavior?
All right. So I'm going to warn you that it is completely inappropriate to swear like that in court. You need to take yourself, you need to put yourself back on camera. Thank you. I'm not going to allow that. So if you do that again, I'm going to sanction you $100 for every time that you swear in court, because that's not appropriate. You just need to not do it. You can answer the question and be respectful to Ms. Kimball and to the court. And I'm not going to tell you how to answer, but you can just say whether or not you're in agreement with something. In terms of the motion to compel, I haven't heard it yet. So I'm just trying to find out from a cursory standpoint what your position is on these 4 issues so that I can figure out if there are partial agreements or not. It sounds like there aren't. So based upon your response, I'm going to take it that you're not in agreement with their motion to compel. In terms of their request for deposition dates, what's your response to that? I sent you a prompt to unmute yourself.
What dates?
Ms. Kimball, do you have proposed dates?
I can. I would propose.
And whose expense? Mine? Because if it's mine, I'm not fucking doing it. Sanction, give me $100 fee. Woo woo.
Judging by your behavior and the fact that you asked the court for a state-appointed attorney, I can confidently say it doesn't look like you have the funds to cover all these $100 sanctions. You might want to pull yourself together before this court completely runs over you.
So I am finding you in direct contempt.
Okay, 1 fine.
Finding you $100.
Okay, make it 2. Damn, I said 2 words.
Ma'am, I don't think you want to do this. At least the people in the courtroom seem to think you don't want to do this. I will, not because you're requesting it, but because you're not following the order. As I said, sanction you.
Please do.
Let me do it. So that's
Please.
$200.
Here, I'm sure she wants my apartment number, right? Turn it to Miss Kimball. You're going to want that.
Stop. That's not something that she asked for. Ms. Kimball, what dates?
No,
What date are you
everybody
requesting?
else.
I would propose August 30th or September 2nd.
Okay.
How long?
Are you wanting, how long? That's a valid question. Is it half day, an hour, 2 hours? What do you
I
anticipate?
would anticipate a full day.
Okay.
So what, the
Ms.
30th or the 2nd?
Which of those dates works better for you, Ms. Stiles?
What time, dumbass? 3 contempts.
So, I am finding you in direct contempt. One fine, $100. Okay? Make it, damn, I said 2 words, ma'am. I don't think you want to do this, and honestly, everyone in the courtroom seems to agree. I will impose this sanction, not because you requested it, but because you're not following the court order. Let me handle this. Ms. Kimball, the proposed dates for the next appearance are August 30th or September 2nd. How long will it take? That's a valid question. Half a day, an hour, 2 hours? I didn't anticipate a full day. So, August 30th or September 2nd, which works better for you, Ms. Stiles? And what time? That's 3 contempts so far.
You're correct. That is 3.
Yep.
Supposed to start at 9 a.m.
What date?
Stiles, that question is to you. Never
I
mind.
said what
I'm
time?
not gonna let you
Time,
pick.
date? You know, these
I'm not
things.
gonna let you look. You don't get to do this for your own pocketbook. I'm muting you for. All right, I'm going to count that.
There's only one bona fide dumbass in this call, Karen, and it's not anyone else. It's you, the person who keeps turning off your camera just so you can take a break to lick a window.
As another violation. So, in terms of the request for the deposition, she didn't have any objection. I'm going to note for my own record that she opted out after flipping me off.
Oh, that's cute, Karen. She actually thinks the judge asked her what instrument she uses to clear up her constipation.